Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Millions of voters went to the polls Tuesday across Nevada and the U.S., and the results left Nevada Republicans celebrating. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us on 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Starting off with your top stories, sponsored by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Donald Trump has officially won the presidential race, clearing the 270 electoral votes needed to take presidency. As votes continue to be counted this morning in Nevada, Trump leads Kamala Harris by almost 5%. Mail votes postmarked by Tuesday will be counted through Saturday. Harris is winning Clark County by less than 1% of the votes. In the U.S. Senate race, Republican Sam Brown has a slight lead over incumbent Jackie Rosen as of this morning. Brown currently has less than a 0.1% lead, and just after midnight, Rosen spoke at the Aria expressing confidence that she will ultimately win the votes.
And I am confident. I am confident because of all of you, because of all the work you've done, because of all the heart you've put into it, that we will win when all the votes are counted.
Here we can see supporters at Republican Sam Brown's watch party held at Red Rock Casino last night as they celebrated Trump's lead, all while feeling optimistic about the senatorial candidate's position in the race. And 3 of the 4 congressional races remain close. The 3 incumbent Democratic U.S. representatives have small leads in their races. Representative Dina Titus leads Republican Mark Robertson by about 5.5%. Representative Susie Lee leads Drew Johnson by just under 1%. Representative Stephen Horsford leads John Lee by more than 9%. And for the first time in a quarter century, Las Vegas will have a mayor not named Goodman. Former Congresswoman Shelley Berkeley is leading Councilwoman Victoria Seaman by 5%. And moving on to the results on some of the ballot questions voters had to focus on for this election. Our 7 at 7 anchor Lena Bleets tells us about 2 of them that have already been called.
So Nevada voters approved ballot question 6, protecting the right to an abortion in the state's constitution, as called by the Associated Press early this morning with 63% of the vote. And voters supported question 7, which will require voters to show a Nevada driver's license, passport, university ID, or another form of government-issued photo ID. The AP called the race Tuesday night. Both measures will appear again on the general election ballot in 2026.
Nevada election results were posted almost 3 hours after the polls closed as state officials waited for voters who stood in line to cast their ballots. But Nevada Secretary of State Cisco Aguilar says it was much better than 4 years ago.
Well, you just had a significant dump closely related 10 minutes after the last person voted. I think in 2020 it was 3 a.m. before results were released of any kind. So the fact that we've been able to increase that efficiency is pretty significant. And that's the result of this expansion of this facility pretty significantly. It's more machines, more machines, more machines, and it's more people, and more space, more space.
In other top stories, a planned power outage this week on a 90-mile stretch of Interstate 15 between Las Vegas and Southern California will be affecting travelers. The Nevada Department of Transportation says between 11 p.m. Thursday through 6 a.m. Friday, Southern California Edison will be conducting upgrades to the power grid, resulting in the loss of services in Baker, California. During those hours, all restaurants, gas stations, and electric vehicles charging ports in Baker will not be available, and SCE strongly urge travelers to plan their trips accordingly. Moving on to your weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Taking a look at today's forecast, we'll be feeling a sunny and windy day. The wind advisory will remain in effect until 10 a.m. this morning. We are expecting a high around 62 degrees. Mid-60s Thursday, and those chilly temperatures will begin to increase once again this weekend Friday to the high 60s and into the 70s this weekend and into next week. Chilly overnight lows continue in the 40s.
Vegas Nation, brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. With the Raiders in their bye week, cornerback Nate Hobbs spoke about the team's trajectory, currently with a 2-7 record, and how they forge ahead coming out of the bye to face the Miami Dolphins.
How are you going to respond? It's mine. That's how I'm approaching it, and that's my message. Because like I said, it's football, bro. And football exposes, you can tell a lot about a man by the way he approaches this game. and the way he finishes.
In Your Business, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. An off-strip Boyd gaming property has wrapped up a major hotel renovation with plans to begin at another property. Gold Coast Hotel Casino has given its 684 hotel rooms a makeover. The rooms now include updated amenities, furniture, and renovated bathrooms. The project comes as a part of a wave of capital reinvestment projects in Boyd's portfolio. Boyd's next hotel renovation project will begin at the Orleans.
Sports brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Sierra Vista Basketball's Xavier Staten, Nevada's top class of 2025 recruit, announced his college commitment to BYU earlier this week. The center chose BYU over UNLV, Michigan, and Stanford, according to 24/7 Sports. He was the second-team All-Southern Nevada selection last season and helped Sierra Vista win the Class 4A state title. Staten had over 30 Division I offers, including Arizona, Ohio State, USC, and UCLA.
In Your Health News, brought to you by Central Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. If you're struggling to get a good night's sleep, we have some tips from health experts that can help you get the rest you need. Doctors recommend getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night, but they also add to consider the quality of sleep and not the quantity. They say to have your room completely dark. That means no screens, no TV, no laptops, phones, and no ticking clocks or even LED displays. Also, try to minimize alcohol intake and exercise about 2 hours or so before bedtime. Also, consider a sleep schedule. Going to bed and getting up at the same time each day reinforces your body's sleep-wake cycle.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The WNBA offseason is officially in full swing, but looking at the 2025 season, the New York Liberty open is a plus 170 favorites at BetMGM to win the title and repeat as champions. Their foe in the 2024 finals, the Minnesota Lynx, are second to win, sitting at plus 320 to win it all. The Las Vegas Aces sit at plus 375 following their elimination from the playoffs, halting their bid to three-peat as WNBA champs. Rounding out the top four is a relatively steep drop-off to the Connecticut Sun, who sit at plus 775 to win the whole thing.
In lifestyle news, brought to you by LV Craft Shows, has been bringing you the finest craft and gift show since 1999. Visit lvcraftshows.com for upcoming events. The Neon City Festival will not only be bringing great entertainment to downtown Las Vegas, but also some delicious food. Some of the local restaurants and food trucks serving include Chi Asian Kitchen from the Strat with bao and dumplings, Empanada Factory with various flavors of empanadas, as well as the Wings on Wheels truck with chicken wings, burgers, and other comfort dishes. Altogether, there will be about a dozen food vendors and performances by more than 20 musical acts at the Free Festival that'll be happening during F1 race weekend from November 22nd through the 24th. Moving on to entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. Mystic Falls Park's Winter Wonderland display will be back this holiday season at Sam's Town Casino Hotel. The popular attraction features a 9-minute holiday laser light show that begins at sundown on November 27th and continues daily through January 1st. The holiday attraction has been a tradition at Sam's Town since 1994, and it features the park's animatronic figures adorned with Santa hats. The winter display also includes an 18-foot Christmas tree, garland-wrapped lampposts, streamers, lanterns, and wreaths in the atrium. Thanks for watching 7 at 7. Hit that subscribe button to get alerts when we post breaking news in our 7 at 7 newscast. Stay tuned tonight for more election coverage right here on 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.